Thank you. Thank you. I just got back. Been gone too long. Wasn't my idea. Didn't pull the trigger. Thank you. Anyway, the theme was like the people that look. I mean, yes, it's a normal thing. I mean, people, but there's a certain look. It's not just, it's just this look. It says so much. I've been aware of that from doing this show. Your voice over there, yeah, someone just sitting there, probably just talking to themselves. And as you know, I do 3 videos. I'm gonna probably start cutting that down to 2 pretty soon. Pretty soon. Most likely tomorrow, probably. I think we can cut it down to 2. Give you 2 nice ones. I don't think we need the 3 anymore. But when I was coming down, before I even started the first one, rode by the store here. I seen this guy out there. I'm like, that's the way I should have went, because I could have went down the alley, because he's there. He was out in front of the store at 5:04. So I usually start at 4, but sometimes I leave a little early. I had to check something for somebody. But it was whatever. It was like 5:04. I don't need to give you all the details. I'm not under oath here. I'm not pleading the fifth or anything. I'm just trying to tell you that at 5:04, all the lights. The store don't open until 4:30. Sometimes 4:25. Sometimes he opens 5 minutes early. But for the most part, it's 4:30. So I don't bother. I know every time I come, it's all different days. But anyways, yes. Do we play the music? Just this guy, old guy, very old, just sitting in front of the store. He probably waited there a half hour for it to open. He was just sitting there looking at the store. If you don't believe me, that's why I was going to go down there, but I took the wrong. See, Troy is like that. Just to get to one place, you gotta be like really smart sometimes, or just you gotta know it. Like you have to have done it, rehearsed it. You have to be familiar, with your surroundings and all this kind of stuff. It's like just to go down. I don't know if it's a one way or not, but it's somewhere in here. Right, that would be something good to ask. I mean, logical, like Spock would say. Definitely, this would be. It's a beer. Is this a one way? Huh? Is this a one way?
I have no idea.
You were out there a half hour waiting?
Yeah.
Really? How's the beer?
Beer's good.
Happy Memorial Day.
Yeah,
I do a show. Like small show.
Yeah.
But like things like I mean, you grew up in the 60s and 70s, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't the 60s and 70s all about don't tell me what to do? And why? You don't follow the politics now. It seems like that's what they're doing. They're turning their own sayings against themselves.
Yeah.
do you trust the government?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all.
All right, have a good one.
Yeah, you too, buddy.
Yep. You're on top of the world. You're on top of the world. Okay, maybe we'll get out here. Returning to patrol. I'll get out here because I don't want the scratching nowadays. I have to. He's probably all spooked out because you can see my car at the end of the alley and stuff. I'm like, he was out there a half hour. He just looks to be, up there. Up there. Almost looked like he could play like Santa Claus, you know. He had the white beard and everything. One of those big beers. Sitting there on the Memorial Day weekend. This is fitting. And like, you know, reading those things, like, you know how they have those, like the veterans down here in Troy, like they're on the flagpoles all over. But in certain blocks, you know, I mean, imagine you got to know someone to get, you know. I mean, my father, you know, he was a vet, you know. No one asked him. I mean, he ain't gonna be on here, you know. But it's all like that, like, you know. It's like history is based on, you know, who you know, what, you know, how much money you have. So for this building, 1923, they use it for a courthouse. It's a police station. 1923. But I was looking at that veteran thing. I know there was a name on there and it said like 1942. I thought it said 1942 to 1944. I was like, how was he, 2 years old? But no, that's not probably right. It's just that I couldn't really see that far. But I just know, like, the location it was at. I mean, a lot of heavy traffic go by. We'll have to another time find out what year, because this is the closer. We're pretty much done here today. That's our show. Don't forget to watch the 60s, 1968, and think about it. Or even the 60s. They have these things they're running too on the music and everything like that. The music. Apply that to like things. Apply that to like, you know, now. All of us.